It's Mythology in a Minute, where I touch upon the lore of the characters and creatures from Castlevania and Bloodstained for your quick and dirty lore enjoyment. This episode will briefly focus on the history behind the most well-known weapon of the Castlevania series, the Belmont family's heirloom whip, the Vampire Killer. The Vampire Killer, also known as the Holy Whip or Magic Whip, has been the bane of vampires and the creatures of the night for almost a millennia. It began life as a whip infused with alchemy and bequeathed to the family progenitor Leon Belmont from the alchemist Ronaldo Gandolfi in order to fight against the powerful vampire Walter Bernhardt in the 11th century. Although strong against monsters, it was not as effective against strong vampires until Leon's fiancée, Sarah, had been tainted by Walter's bite and willingly gave up her soul to be bound to the whip and make it whole. After this, the whip could destroy any vampire, or those related to them, and gained the nickname Vampire Killer by townsfolk throughout the ages, though the Belmonts rarely referred to it as such. The whip, due to alchemy, has been shown to evolve through shed blood of evil creatures. Though usually seen as a leather whip, it has also manifested itself as a chained Morning Star whip with a spiked ball tip that has increased power. It was strong enough to destroy Walter Bernhardt in its leather form, though several centuries later, when used by Trevor Belmont, it tasted its first defeat of Count Dracula as the Morning Star. Simon Belmont also wielded it as a thorn whip and flame whip during his quest to recover Dracula's remains to destroy the curse laid upon him, suggesting that its forms can change depending on certain situations. The whip can also be augmented with charms and talismans to further increase its power. Though bound to those of the Belmont family, the Vampire Killer has been known to work against those who are not direct descendants of the clan. It is known that the Morris family suffered short lifespans as a result of the whip partially rejecting them and feeding on their life force, and that a trial was needed to prove worth to the whip before it could be used at its full power. John Morris died young as a result of using the whip too much, despite unlocking its full power to defeat Dracula during the early 20th century. As the whip was created using a vampire victim's soul, it seems the whip itself has lingering traits of vampirism itself to those it's unfamiliar with. The Vampire Killer whip has passed through generations of Belmonts and used to destroy Dracula several times throughout the ages. Though the family's methods may evolve with time, the heirloom whip remains one of the chief weapons in the war against darkness. Thanks for watching.